In some ways, it may seem that the policy of each leader is different from the leader before, but I kind of attribute that more to the changing challenges that the country faces. So I think the leading policy of whether it was Jiang Hu or coming up in the future Xi Jinping is always keep the Chinese Communist Party in power, maintain political stability, grow the economy, things like that. Now, how are you going to do these things? It kind of depends on the situation. So in the Jiang Zemin period, one of the key areas was to join the World Trade Organization to deepen China's engagement in the global system. And so that required cheap labor. It required opening up the migration of rural labor to the coastal areas to work in factories and things like that. When Hu Jintao and Wen Jiabao came in, that process had advanced to a certain place, and they were already thinking in 2002, when they came into office, about the need, for example, to build up domestic demand, to improve the social welfare system, to create a health insurance system, to lighten the burden on the peasants, and things like that. Not because they disagreed with Jiang Zemin, but because they were now living in a different era with different issues. And going forward, I think we'll see Xi Jinping again moving sort of forward in the same direction, kind of change within continuity, continuing to build up domestic demand, continuing to improve the conditions of the private sector and to reduce the privileges of the state-owned enterprises, to try to make the banking system gradually use less political loans and more real credit loans that have been vetted for their credit worthiness, and fewer political loans to state-owned enterprises, welcoming foreign investment. I don't really think these are zigzags of policy so much as taking the next step in a certain direction. The Chinese economy is now more mature than it was before, and so you really can't, I think, continue this what in the past has been investment-led growth, just throwing a lot of government money that they print basically into construction and infrastructure and things like that, and polluting the environment. Those things need to change, and it's not just my idea. I think the leadership themselves understands that they need to go to another stage.